In this episode, we're going to show you what happens when you get the Klitschko brothers riled up. Throughout their careers, Wladimir and Vitali Klitschko encountered blatant disrespect and sometimes even threats directed their way. The brothers weren't forgiving of such behavior, and today we'll highlight 5 instances when Vitali and Wladimir Klitschko decisively put troublemakers in their place in the ring. Vitali Klitschko versus Shannon Briggs. October 2010, Vitali Klitschko faced the controversial boxer Shannon Briggs. Briggs had an interesting moniker, the Cannon, and his fists were indeed living up to it. Before encountering our hero, this American had knocked out 45 opponents in 58 fights. He was a fearsome knockout artist. However, his attention wasn't just for his knockouts. It was also due to his controversial, sometimes scandalous behavior. Briggs provoked everyone he shared the ring with, and the elder Klitschko wasn't an exception. Even the younger Klitschko wasn't spared. Despite all these provocations, Vitali maintained a poised demeanor, not responding to the provocateur in the same manner. However, on the fight night, Vitali unleashed his fury upon his opponent, giving him a beating throughout all 12 rounds.
Der größte Kampf seiner Karriere. Der Mann ist Gefängniswärter. Effektivität, aber auch Aggressivität.
Vitali Klitschko landed over 300 precise hits on the American, while Briggs managed to land only 73.
Wenige Sekunden noch in dieser dritten Runde. Es ist ein brandgefährliches Spiel. Es kommt die Rechte voll durch und der Kopf von Briggs. Ich würde sagen, dass der Richter nichts dagegen. Guter Treffer von Vitali Klitschko.
It was a one-sided beating. After the fight, Briggs was hospitalized in the intensive care unit. Doctors diagnosed him with a broken nose, a fractured left orbital bone, and a torn left bicep. Vitali Klitschko made sure to teach the troublemaker a lesson for disrespecting him.
Wieder guter Treffer, wieder die Briggs erzählt. Irritiert ihn das ein bisschen. Sehr gut gemacht. Briggs war drüber und hat ihm auf die Schulter Vitali Klitschko. Also der große Außenfahrt. Vitali Klitschko bei Dr. Vitali Klitschko zu verbessern und das ist seine...
Vitali Klitschko versus Chisora. On February 18, 2012, Vitali Klitschko stepped into the ring with one of the wildest boxers of our time, Chisora. Chisora did what no other boxer dared to do before, starting from a hard slap to the older brother and ending with spitting in the face of the younger one. The Brit wasn't rich in words, but even here he managed to provoke the Ukrainian with harsh statements. For the 40-year-old Vitali, this fight became personal. Everyone anticipated his retaliation, and he delivered. Our hero, like a professor, schooled the unruly student, leaving no chance for his opponent.
Tempo ist okay, du musst ein bisschen rausnehmen, musst diesen hohes Tempo mitgehen. Locker schräg, locker links, rechts oder warten auf ihn, wenn kommt.
Chisora attempted to reach for his opponent's chin, but Klitschko towered over him. Our hero landed numerous precise strikes that would have knocked out any other boxer. After the fight, it was revealed that the older Klitschko fought with an injured hand. Nevertheless, the Ukrainian defended his family's honor, securing a victory through a unanimous decision by the judges.
Still, WBC heavyweight champion of the world, Dr. Eisenhower.
Wladimir Klitschko versus Haye. On July 2, 2011, Wladimir Klitschko faced the audacious Brit, David Haye. Talks about a mega showdown between these guys began back in 2008 when Haye became the absolute champion in the first heavyweight division. Even then, the Brit expressed his desire to step up into the royal division, with his primary target being the Klitschko brothers. However, at that time, it all remained just talk. For various reasons, the fight didn't materialize. Klitschko kept defeating one boxer after another, while the Brit also entered the realm of big boys. He grabbed his first championship title in the new weight category by sensationally defeating the gigantic Russian boxer, Nikolai Valuev.
While he's walking, he needs to be thinking of throwing. Hey, still like it's paper darts against the mat. Oh, he's got it going with a left hook. What a finish here. Hey, gets David now wishing he'd gone for it. He certainly made Valuev look very silly, and I just wonder whether we're heading for it. How have the judges seen it? How have they read point winner? Valuev.
Fans knew that sooner or later one of the brothers would have to deal with this loudmouth. Shifts toward the fight began in 2009 when David caused a real stir by posting an image online showing the Klitschko brothers with severed heads, with Haye standing over their bodies. Later, the opponent of the brothers showed up at a press conference wearing a shirt with this image. The hype around this fight was unreal, and the Brit tried every way possible to get under his opponent's skin. But all these promises were in vain.
He went through there with the big right hand, but Klitschko to change the face of heavyweight boxing. He was closer then with the right hand.
But the jab is a problem for him. And close enough, he's having to leap in with the punches, so we'll not see the power that we're used to. We're seeing some real good technique from Wladimir Klitschko here, showing little feints, keeping them.
Wladimir dominated throughout the entire match, not allowing Haye to come close.
Strategy, maybe. Here comes Haye trying to gamble as he comes in with those punches. A couple of jabs do get...
And even the legendary speed of the Brit, touted by experts, didn't pose a threat to the Ukrainian, who systematically broke down his opponent round by round.
A couple of jabs do get through. Klitschko who extends that left-hand lead and gets to land the big shot that he promised. He went through there with the big right hand, but Klitschko to change the face of heavyweight boxing. He was closer then with the right hand.
But the jab is a problem for him. And close enough, he's having to leap in with the punches, so we'll not see the power that we're used to. We're seeing some real good technique from Wladimir Klitschko here, showing little feints, keeping David...
There's the left hand, right hand from Klitschko. Mark underneath his left eye, which has worsened a little bit, and he pulls Haye. Haye has to absorb it. His chin has looked good so far, but he looks disorganised as the British fans who've come over here in their thousands, a bit subdued. Haye gambling again and wants to be that he's won this round as well.
Yeah, he's won the round, definitely won the round.
Still looks sharp. He's still proving, or trying to prove, an elusive target, and just saying to Klitschko...
Ultimately, Wladimir Klitschko secured a unanimous victory, as decided by all the judges.
Go to the judges' cards, and we haven't had action in Hamburg. And both of them trying to throw bombs right to the final bell. Both of them raise their arms, perhaps more out of optimism than belief raises...
Vitali Klitschko versus Manuel Char. On September 8, 2012, Vitali Klitschko faced Manuel Char, a German of Syrian descent. This fight was for the WBC belt, which the Ukrainian had held for many years. Char, the opponent of the elder Klitschko at that time, was an undefeated boxer with a commendable track record, so he had confidence in spades. At every press conference, the German attempted to intimidate his opponent with menacing stares and loud statements. However, all that bravado didn't help Char achieve his desired result, because the elder Klitschko gave him a true boxing lesson.
Пока еще, в общем-то, не производя практически никаких действий, опустил руки, но навис над соперником.
Ну и вообще, похоже, он решил не тянуть резину, а сразу закончить бой.
Вот, атакует Виталий.
Включает заднюю скорость. Тактический какой-то момент такой. Ну, с таким боксом шансов у него все меньше и меньше с каждой секундой. Проходит в голову немецкого боксера. Ух ты!
Такое ощущение, что все, что он делал до этого, Чар.
In the second round, after receiving a heavy right-hand blow from Vitali, Manuel Char found himself on the canvas for the first time in his career.
Вот пошел так безоглядно Чар вперед, немножко авантюрно, и тут же оказался в нокдауне.
In the third round, Vitali, sensing his advantage, gradually increased the pace, turning the bout into a one-sided beatdown. The defining moment came with Vitali's left hook in the fourth 3-minute mark, causing a severe cut on Char's face, blood gushing profusely. The referee, witnessing the mayhem on Char's face, made the only logical decision and stopped the fight. The German, naturally, was unhappy with the call, but as they say, you can't wave fists after the bout's over.
Так, рефери остановил бой, видимо, вызовет врача сейчас. Мануэл Чар какие-то претензии. Останавливает поединок, но Чар весь в крови.
Да, и остается.
Он негодует. Посмотрите.
Да, такое поведение.
Wladimir Klitschko versus Kubrat Pulev.
Waiting for him and almost knocked him out. Wladimir holding his left down below his waist as though he...
Next on our list is the beating of the bold Bulgarian boxer Kubrat Pulev, nicknamed the Cobra. Pulev had been waiting for Wladimir for a long time. Their clash in the ring was scheduled several times, but was repeatedly called off due to the younger brother's injuries.
And Klitschko landed another hard left hook under the chin of Pulev. Necessity is the mother of invention, and why should... Klitschko has to invent a hard right hand by Klitschko.
Pulev believed that all these injuries were fabricated, and Klitschko simply feared fighting him openly, avoiding him. Naturally, Wladimir didn't appreciate these attacks on his character. Upon his recovery, he immediately sat down for negotiations with the Bulgarian, and the fight was scheduled for November 15th, 2014.
Another hard right hand for Klitschko, and Pulev continues to... That they're going to have to walk through the fire.
Pulev was absolutely confident in his superiority and repeatedly claimed that he would knock out the younger brother. Experts predicted a fierce battle, banking on the uncompromising style of the Ukrainian's opponent. And they were right, but only in the beginning when Pulev managed to shake the Ukrainian boxer with his sharp jabs. However, that blow had the opposite effect, waking up Wladimir, who subsequently sent his opponent to the canvas twice.
Vladimir's in there against Kubrat Pulev to muster. Obviously, early in this fight, that's what he has to do. And a left hook lands for Klitschko, and down goes Pulev. Look, which delivered exactly the same result as a lot of the other Klitschko left hooks, and now there are 2 knockdowns.
But even when the Bulgarian was on the floor, he managed to provoke his opponent. Yet, Klitschko Jr. wasn't in the mood for jokes that night. In the third round, he once again knocked down his opponent.
And one guy able to land that kind of shot. A left hook and a push, and Pulev is down for the 3rd time. And that left hook is proving unstoppable.
And in the 5th 3-minute mark, a left hook from our hero put an end to this confrontation.
Yes, Pulev. Down goes Pulev on another left hook.
Those were 5 examples of the Klitschko brothers dealing with cheeky challengers. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button.